Mike brings the ability to hang up lights really, really high up on the ceiling. And he brings in the ability to photobomb video shoots.
Nick Lanari, born and raised North County, San Diego boy.
Nick is the full package of every extrovert combined into one. Loud and vocal and assertive, but really happy and joking and funny.
Nick Lanari is a dreamer, and he is a very passionate, creative person, and he knows what his calling is in life.
Dude just loves punk rock. He brings the passion, the fire to summer years.
He knows that he was put on earth to write, make, and play music, and he's gonna do that every day of his life, and he's gonna pursue that no matter what.
He wants nothing else in life but to be on stage and behind the mic and sharing his message and inspiring the next generation to pick up a guitar or drums and continue the punk rock revolution that kind of blew up here in San Diego in the early 2000s. It's kind of his job and his goal to keep that going, which is really inspiring to finally be down here and be a part of something with someone who cares so much about that.
Vocal actor, I'm a voice actor, he's acting.
He brings lots of personality and lots of flair to the band, and of course he brings the powerhouse vocals that front the band.
And he's going to dream big, and he's not going to give up, and that's why I follow him, that's why I trust him, and that's why I believe in this group and this project, because Nick has vision, he has a standard for that vision, and he pushes us.
We all kind of want to fix this world, and that's like the #1 priority for Nick is like, we got to put punk rock back on this planet, which is really cool.
This song is about waking up the next day and saying, I'm who I want to be, I'm doing what I want to do. Maybe that's not going to manifest tomorrow, but maybe a little bit, and a little bit the day after that.
My goal for playing drums in the band is just to make the time interesting. A lot of people can keep time, but making the time interesting to listen to, making it fun and engaging, and making the songs groove, but also keeping them solid is what I'm here for.
We have a drummer named Isaac Park, and man, when I first saw him play the drums, I swear he must have played the most simple beat ever in the world, and I could tell that this kid could really play the drums.
He is a super solid, super tight drummer. He hits the snare extremely consistently.
It's a pleasure to work with him, both in the studio, in the practice room. He's very easygoing, goes with the flow.
More often than not, he's trying to think of a new or unique way to approach drums.
He listens to an insane amount of music.
Isaac is a foodie of music. He's very particular, but he's always looking for something new. He's always listening to albums 5 times over before he comes to his conclusion.
I could tell just by the way he held the stick, the way he played on the hi-hat and the snare, that this kid was just holding back, and he could seriously unleash on the drum kit.
His main objective in being in this band is to be happy and to make sure everybody else is happy, and he's a really helpful hand. He's always willing to learn. He learns very quickly, and he's always willing to adapt to, just keep a smile on everybody's face.
He is just one of those people who's so talented that when you see them do that thing that they're most passionate about, you can tell that they're born to do it. It's just, that's what they're on earth to do, and Isaac Park is on earth to play the drums.
And all the memories that I've had since I moved down here and been in this band and worked with these guys has defined a big, long, epic summer that I'll never forget. So Summer Years just seemed like the perfect name, and I'm proud to be a part of it, and I think it has a really positive meaning especially. So I guess that's what I'm getting at. Summer is a very positive season.
Michael Silvio Liorti, Canadian native.
Mike is one of the hardest working people I know. He's extremely passionate about his dreams. He will never give up the goal of creating something special.
He also brings the ability to carry the low end by playing bass. He can play so much more than just bass. He can play kind of a little bit of everything.
The guitar and the drums and the piano. One of the most talented musicians I know.
In the writing process, it's really good to have him around because he's able to speak the guitar language, the drum language, and he's also a really, really talented vocalist and lyric writer. So he brings kind of a little bit of everything.
my drum language.
Mike is a champion of pop punk. He is a really thoughtful and creative person.
He is a workaholic, and that's a great thing. Every band that gets anywhere gets there because there are workhorses in the group. There are people who put in the extra hours and the extra time and the attention to detail, and I think that Mike does that to the best of his ability and to the highest degree.
One of the most hard-working musicians I know. When I think of someone who is so dedicated to their passion, who you would call a lifer, I would think of Mike.
Thank you to all my sponsors, Vocalese, Ernie Ball, who came through last minute, bringing the strings to our doorstep in under 24 hours. Huge!
I would say that my goal in Summer Years, really at the start of it, was to bring piano or keyboard to a genre that doesn't always feature it. That's probably number one. And then two would be just honor and respect those that came before us. And I think that there have been concerts and albums and songs that have impacted me so much so that I want to do the same.
Noah Rabe, born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Not in Pittsburgh, but around Pittsburgh.
He's the band mom. He brings all the love and care that any good mother would bring to a band. He's very organized, and he's very prepared and wants to make sure that everything's running smoothly, wants to make sure that we're all taken care of.
Noah brings a lot of passion in a get her done kind of way. He wants to make sure that things are getting checked off the task list.
But he can also play a handful of different things, which is, again, helpful with the songwriting process.
Noah has, I think, the same affinity for the piano and the keyboard in our kind of music that I have.
He can play guitar and keys and sing and bass, and so it's really good to have him around.
And so his approach to our music and our songs, I think, is how can I just make something that's compelling and take it to the next level and give it that's something that just makes it really, really great.
Something that we really needed was that push of like, you know, guys, this is important stuff, and if we sit down and do it, it can be really great. He loves to teach music, he loves to be with his family. He's just a great role model for anyone. He's really responsible. He's really patriotic for his country. A lot of people can learn from him, myself included. So I'm really grateful to have him in the band.
I think that he's added a totally different flavor in this band than there would ever have been.
I really like these chord voicings for that section. So, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3.
The goal of Summer Years is just to give people songs that they need. Like, there's so much that a song can do. It can make you dance, it can make you cry, it can make you scream, it can make you like smile. Like, a song can do anything. And I know for me personally, in times where I've felt the best there was a song to go with that time. And in the times that I felt the worst, there was also another song to go with that time. And so our goal, at least with this band, is to give you guys songs that can accompany you through whatever season you're in life, whether it's a good season or a bad season or an okay season. We're definitely here to make music for those who need our music. So if you happen to be one of those people, we would love to be able to share our songs with you.